what can you expect from your baby feeding? So cluster feeding is very normal and very expected in the first few days, okay, especially with colostrum. Cluster feeding tends to happen on the second or third night. Now this is hard, guys, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not saying this to scare you. I want to tell you this so you know that everything's fine. This is part of the process and it's not forever, because it's during this cluster feeding stage that I find a lot of mums end up giving a bottle because they think they don't have enough milk. They think baby's not getting enough. They think that the baby's starving, but that's not what's happening at all. Cluster feeding is basically where your baby constantly feeds, okay? Will feed literally sometimes hours on end, or you might find the baby feeds for an hour, put baby down, 10 minutes later wants another feed, feeds for another hour, put baby down, 10 minutes later wants another feed. So it is quite constant feeding, and it's exhausting, especially in the second or third night where you would have laboured or you've had an elective cesarean and you've just given birth, whether it's bi-elective cesarean, emergency cesarean, vaginal birth, whatever, however you give birth, you're gonna be shattered. And then when baby comes, you're gonna be more shattered because you're gonna be up most of the time, changing that things like that. So the cluster feeding night, where your baby wants to feed, you're expected to do that before you go to sleep, and that's when it gets to you. And these thoughts start coming in, and unfortunately sometimes healthcare professionals might say, your baby's starving, you need to give it a top up, or hand express and give your baby something, which isn't a bad thing to do, but I do find that if healthcare professionals are telling you you don't have enough milk, top your baby up, hand express, naturally you are stressed because you're thinking, oh my god, my baby's starving, oh my god, I need to hand express. Again, stress, oxytocin doesn't work, so the hand expressing isn't effective. Now the reason why this cluster feeding happens around the second and third night is this is when your colostrum is transitioning into breast milk, okay? Typically, yes, and that's one of the best reasons why to harvest colostrum pre-birth and even post-birth, because if just to even get 1 hour's sleep, your partner or you can give the colostrum and hopefully settle baby and have a bit of a rest and then continue the cluster feeding. I wouldn't say give a lot of colostrum via syringe that you harvested, because stimulation is important during this stage. The cluster feeding is happening because it's your baby's way of telling your body, hey, I'm here, my stomach's growing, I need breast milk. So the constant cluster feeding basically sends signals to your brain to now transition colostrum to breast milk, because now your baby's stomach is getting bigger, it's going to hold more milk, the colostrum is going to be enough, the cluster feeding will allow your breast to fill up with water, and the mature milk comes in, okay? And then once your mature milk comes in, honestly, you're really settled, because you've got more milk now, so the baby's going to get more milk, and hopefully you can settle for a long period of time. So second, third night, cluster feeding. I'm normally saying the first 4 weeks after your milk's come in, you will still get sporadic cluster feeding. So you might find that the milk comes in, and the chills are for a bit, and then you have and then you get the odd day or night where the baby's continuously cluster feeding again. Completely normal. The first 4 to 6 weeks is your body, is the time where your body is establishing your milk supply. Your body is recognizing, okay, how much does this baby need? The way milk production works is whatever you extract, you produce. So this is why, just going back to sore nipples, it's honest to God, guys, it is not worth you soldiering on, because that's what a lot of mums do, bless them. They think, do you know what, it's sore for me, but my baby's getting something, I'm just going to power through. Because when your baby's nipple feeding and not getting enough milk, you're not then going to produce enough, okay? So there's no point of you, it's not benefiting baby at all, and it's not benefiting you, because then you're going to get sore nipples, you're going to probably stop breastfeeding sooner than you would have liked. It's going to affect your milk supply of how much you produce and how much baby gets. So cluster feeding sporadic episodes that happen even after the second or third night is just basically your body's way of trying to regulate and keep up with how much your baby needs. About 4 to 6 weeks is when you kind of hit your peak of your milk supply. Your body knows, okay, this is how much your baby needs, this is how much you're going to produce, and then your cluster feeding should settle. After about 4 to 6 weeks, you may go from cluster feeding from 1 to 2 times a week to once every other week or once a month. Again, as long as it starts to phase out, if you get that odd episode of cluster feeding, it's absolutely fine. Just ride it out. It's probably just your body's way of regulating.